How's it going, everyone? While this week is definitely going to be mostly focused on you guys picking up existing games that are going on sale for Black Friday week, there are in fact a couple of new releases that you may want to have your eyes on. Definitely a quiet week of new releases in terms of not a lot of big budget titles. One game is definitely standing out from the pack. Actually, I would say a couple games are standing out to me, but overall, probably a lot of games that people are going to add to their wish list. Maybe pick them up down the line when they as well go on sale. But as you guys have seen, if you've been following our channel, a lot of stuff going on sale. I don't know if new releases are what people are really going to be dropping their cash on, but your mileage may vary, so let's get right into it. Got 5 games to go over, so let's get started with what I think is the biggest one. Coming from Flying Wild Hog and Focus Entertainment, it is Evil West. Now, if you're not familiar with Flying Wild Hog, those are the fine folks that have done these Shadow Warrior titles that I think have been great. You can have your opinion on Shadow Warrior 3, but Shadow Warrior 1 and 2 I thought were really solid first-person action titles, and Evil West looks like to be a pretty interesting game as well. The game notes a dark menace consumes the Old West in solo or cooperative play. Fight with style and visceral explosive combat against bloodthirsty monstrosities. Eradicate the vampiric hordes with your lightning-fueled gauntlet and become a Wild West superhero. Now, this is more of a Weird West style game where it's got that Wild West vibe, but there's also these fantastical creatures and whatnot. Again, in visceral explosive combat, unleash hell with your firearms, lightning-fueled gauntlet, and gadgets. Kill bloodthirsty monstrosities in style as a lone hunter or in cooperative play with a friend. Explore and fight in a narrative-driven campaign while upgrading your weapons and hunting tools. Unlock new perks to evolve your monster-slaying mastery, crafting your own playstyle to defeat the supernatural hordes. Battle alone or with a friend in stylish, gory action combat. Myths and legends retold with the stylized, weird Wild West universe. Evolve with perks, upgradable weapons, and tools. Explore and fight through a story-driven campaign to save America. If you do pre-order the game, you do get a couple of in-game items as well, including the Wild East skin pack, so you can check that out. The game is seeing a relatively decent price point of $49.99. Evil West is dropping this week, come November the 22nd. Next up, here's a pretty interesting game coming from Fika Productions and Team 17, Ship of Fools, a cooperative roguelite action title. Ship of Fools is a seafaring cooperative roguelite. Set sail, main the cannons, and battle sea monsters through the tempestuous seas of the archipelago. Are you fool enough to stop the aqua apocalypse? So this game definitely has more of a charming look going on for it. The game notes, together you and your shipmate will jump aboard the Storm Strider and make your voyage across the sea. Man the cannons, ready your sails, and protect your ship from sea monsters over multiple runs. It's up to you to defend your home from the almighty aqua apocalypse. In a clamshell, Ship of Fools is a game about blasting away your seaborne foes with mighty cannons as you defend your ship, inspired by modern classic roguelites and built for cooperative play. That is something that they constantly reiterate, that this is a game designed with cooperative play in mind. You'll want to bring your first mate on deck and enjoy combat as you unlock new trinkets and artifacts to help you save the world from catastrophe. Designed for cooperative play, frantic combat encounters with the horrifying creatures of the storm will test your teamwork. Work together to defend and repair your ship, combine item effects and powerful combos, and make sure you have your shipmates back if you don't want to become fish food. Stormy course planning, uncover lost treasures and remote shops on the island of the archipelago, but plan your moves carefully as you chart your way through the sector. The everlasting storm shifts and changes, blocking your paths with its fury. You'll need to adjust your course in reaction to storm movements and decide when you can brave a trip to discover what lurks inside the storm. Solo captaining, sail for glory. Man your ship as a solo sailor and fight your way through dangerous waters and keep the glory for yourself. Ship of Fools offer solo play as well as multiplayer as they sing an old sailor song. So if you do want to play the game solo, you do have that option as well. Ship of Fools will be dropping on November 22nd. Next up, here's a game that I've been seeing build a little bit of anticipation. Coming from Iggy Mob and Prime Matter, Gungrave G.O.R.E will be dropping on November 22nd. This is an over-the-top, stylish action third-person shooter. Gungrave G.O.R.E notes it's a stylish third-person action shooter by South Korean studio Iggy Mob, which you take on the role of Grave, a gunslinger of resurrection and badass anti-hero of your dreams, mowing down tons of enemies in a glory ballet of bullets. Don't expect a game that is super lengthy, but do expect a game that is replayable. Strap in for a wild ride, an epic and emotional story of vengeance, love, and loyalty with more than 12 hours of gameplay in the story mode for Gungrave fans and newcomers alike. Go on an epic adventure across Southeast Asia based on real-life locations with a dark and futuristic twist. Stylish third-person shooting meets close-range martial arts, creating seamlessly flowing action as you crush your enemies in a gory ballet of bullets. Utilize your unlimited ammo, Cerberus pistols, and your transformable Evo coffin to unleash devastating combos in pursuit of maximum damage and style. As the title character, Gunslinger of Resurrection, you become the badass anti-hero and ultimate killing machine, brutalizing your foes without mercy. Taking cover and retreating is not an option for Grave. He only ever goes full steam ahead, preferably right through his enemies. Gungrave G.O.R.E is dropping on November 22nd. Next up, we have Reknum Fantasy of Dreams. Is facing your fears the solution to becoming stronger? Or perhaps the key to making amends? Change or protect the future? What would you do to make up for an injury done to a loved one? Let's look for answers in this classic platform adventure full of challenges, puzzles, combats, and more. Definitely a bit of a throwback title, an action-adventure side-scroller that has a pretty slick art style as well. Explore the thematic levels in their different routes, unlock new weapons, and upgrade your skills. Decipher the poetic words of the ancestors to find your meaning of existence while restoring order to the kingdom. Fight fearsome bosses inspired by classic gameplay. Travel through the dream world and reach the real final outcome. It's a beautiful realm filled with towering mountains, wild forests, and deep oceans teeming with life and magic. Its rulers have long been just and fair, and peace has reigned for many a year until the betrayal of the sorceress. Reknum Fantasy of Dreams is scheduled for release on November 21st. And lastly, making a transition from its PC release to PlayStation, we have Finding the Soul Orb. Finding the Soul Orb is a medieval fantasy game. In it, you use your crossbow both as a weapon against werewolves and as a tool to solve puzzles. The game had a low-key release on PC, seeing only 47 reviews on Steam. 76% of those, however, were positive. It notes highly immersive 12 levels that save the game progress at their beginnings. Some angry werewolves gradually get mightier and more numerous as you progress, a captivating storyline that reveals itself via pedestals, atmospheric sound design to carry you through the highs and lows of their journey, charming music that accompanies the atmosphere, and approachable gameplay. The difficulty settings are easy, very easy, and extremely easy, and can be changed instantly while playing, and some additional creatures to be found and shot through careful world exploration. The game was priced pretty low on PC at $6. Hopefully it sees a similar price point over on PlayStation, but that is gonna round up the lineup for this week. Again, a quieter week in terms of big game releases. However, Evil West and Gungrave G.O.R.E, I foresee both those games doing fairly well, especially because if you're looking for new releases to play, those are the two games that really stand out to me. Ship of Fools looks pretty cool as well. Evil West definitely going to be a game I'm picking up. And Gungrave G.O.R.E, by the way, if you do have a PC or an Xbox, will be available through Xbox Game Pass, so you can play it that way. But that is going to do it for me. Let me know your plans for this week. Are you just picking up stuff that goes on sale? Are you going to avoid everything entirely and just work on your backlog? Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.